Cavalry seems pretty strong this game. Try to using horsebowmen though. The main thing I've been using the horse archers for is harassment cavalry. They're pretty good at chasing people down. But I think that the white wave horsemen are going to be even better at that. Actually, what's the speed difference? Speed 65, speed 57. These are very slow for cavalry. Welcome back, good sir. How was the day off? It was magnificent. I went to the pub. It was good. An incompetent healer. I don't feel like that's a good combo. An incompetent healer is great at killing stuff. So he's basically a surgeon.
China is people.
A medieval surgeon. He was probably a barber who became a doctor.
On the march.
There's nobody guarding Wu Wei right now.
Ready yourselves.
Where was that other guy? I doubt he's in range. Unfortunately, we can't initiate an attack.
Return to standard position.
Does that mean you can go liberation?
Corruption.
Jian Mao and He Yi have become friends. While serving together in office, I found this one to be most agreeable. And He-Man has become creative. Plus 12 expertise and minus 5 construction cost. Let's just double check that doesn't... Oh no!
Honor your ideals.
He-Man and He Yi can't work together anymore. As much as I love He Yi, I just don't like his abilities as much as like regular scholars.
My lord, He Yi answers your...
My lord, I answer your request.
So I feel like this is going to be your last battle, and then you're going to become demoted to an administrator. Which is bloody annoying, because you are very strong.
My lord, my home is yours.
Wary of ambition, loathes vanity. Commends physical strength. So what exactly is it about your former boss that you don't like? Resents discipline. I mean, they're friends. I think I'm just going to see if we can keep them together. Their relations right now is they are friends. And yeah, I know I could start a third army for those, and I probably will. Hu Shu has leveled up meanwhile. Hu Shu, who is my... I don't know what Hu Shu does. Well, Hu Shu is going to get Knowledge of the Spirit, because it's a very nice ability for healers to have. And is there anything I can build? Yes. So I think I want you to build it first. Oh, you can still afford it. Oh, fantastic.
I return. How fair the people.
We detest you, but this must end.
You want me to give you my horse archers in exchange for peace? No.
You dare spurn us.
Yes. Yes, I do dare. I'm a rebel. It's what I do. Liu Yu has declared war on Huang Chao. Fine.
Persevere.
Away.
My efforts have borne fruit.
That was
Bring
easier
you
than I
what
anticipated.
occurred in my absence.
Why did that happen? Are Han cities just not guarded? Is that why Han loses so hard? Because now I can just go and reclaim those two, and then we pretty much control this whole back area, which is nice. Never need to visit here again.
I return.
Okay, so are there any other characters who would get on better with you? He Min would, Chu Yan would, Zhu Shengzhong, Lun Yi. So, simple answer is, yeah, loads of people. Why did I get rid of Hemi again? Hemi is a scholar, which I would like in that army. What about Lun Yi? He's new. Oh, this is the new dude. The brilliant, energetic populist. Yeah, I'd love to get you in that army, actually. Lun Yi.
I bid you welcome, my lord.
So let's switch you out. No, let's not swap
My
you.
lord, I
Let's
hope
get
all
you
is well.
split out. Then the main army
Home gladdens the heart.
is going to bring in Lun Yi, if I can afford you. It costs 1,000. I can't afford 1,000. Well, we better go and fight somebody then.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
Moving as one.
I
Can't quite reach
return.
this turn, but that's fine. Ling Li has leveled up to the massive heal or the morale buff. How about the heal?
Home gladdens the heart.
Now you could go after the tool maker, which I think is a good idea. Go and take the tool maker. Go and take the farmland. Where is this? Jishe. And Ding is these four. I bet that Jishe is this city, which is another one that's going to be very secure. Actually, no, it's probably here. This is a whole different province, which I haven't seen yet. Don't the outlaws come from up here?
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
What? Said you could reach.
To
Right, you can.
battle!
2,000 versus 1,900. This is a siege with towers. I think what we will do is night battle it, so they have the morale debuff. We'll just start the battle and charge blindly in.
If we are bold and strong, victory will be ours. Now, China Watchers, fight in her name!
Building armies due to strategic demands. Less important, building armies due to interpersonal drama. Three Kingdoms, just an episode of Big Brother all along. I like it. Alright, deployment phase. Now, the mistake that we made last time is we attacked from too many different angles. I don't think we need to do that. You do overlap here, which is a bit disappointing. You do too, but far less so, so I think that this is going to be the weak spot that we attack through. So let's set the cavalry up.
Raiding party!
Hey, whoa, bloody hell. Hey Lionheart, hello and welcome to the Raiders. You're catching us just as we're fighting a battle, which is a great time to catch us. How's your campaign going? Filthy Baguette, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see so many of you. This is crazy. You're coming in time to see how ridiculously overpowered Yellow Turban commanders are. Like, they are quite ridiculous, but in a fun way. Right, so we've got you lot, who are the horse archers. Let's put you behind the regular cavalry. And then we've got my really expensive frontline troops with the rather less expensive frontline troops.
Ready. To attention.
We'll set up something like this.
Spearmen.
And then some spears over there.
Spears.
Spears. And swords. Like so.
To attention.
Then the men of the forest. Now, are you guys invisible or something? Flaming shot, guerrilla deployment. Ignore ground type. Your range is 200. Unfortunately, I doubt that you can outrange this tower. Otherwise, I'd tell the archers to run in, destroy the towers. And then the rest of us can go. If we had crossbows, we might be able to. Going well, thanks. Playing as Big Dong himself. I haven't actually unlocked Dong Zhuo yet. I had a really long running game with Kong Rong, which was fun, but then basically just ended in a massive stalemate between the three major powers. I got a bit bored, so I started Liu Biao, who's become my arch nemesis character to play as, but also probably my favourite character because he's so difficult. And then I switched over to the Yellow Turban Rebellion. We're currently playing as Gong. And the Yellow Turbans are a lot of fun. If you haven't had a chance to do the Yellow Turbans yet, I strongly recommend you try them. So, all the troops are over here. Let's start this battle. So I'm going to rush blindly in with the cavalry. And then my officers are going to come in after that. And then probably the horse archers and everybody else. Go. Because the main objective here is to push them past the tower so I can start to capture them. We do have some charge cavalry here. Right, then you guys can go in. Horse archers come up to here. And the rest of you fill in behind. Like so. Which of the Yellow Turbans do I recommend? I've had a lot of fun with Gong Du. Because his entire gameplay is about fighting. He gets more money if he fights stuff. And his unique building means he earns even more money if he fights stuff. Like, you become very, very wealthy just from fighting. It's great.
Stand ready.
Ah, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my charge bonus. Whoops!
The time has come.
To
Our
attention.
comrade is under attack.
Time to do some big debuffs.
Steel yourselves.
Of course I can pop the heals as well if I need to.
Make ready.
First unit's breaking. I'd actually prefer it if you guys, rode a bit faster
Double time.
to get inside here. Although you may be needlessly about to get into range of getting shot. Do I need to drop a heal? Yeah, I think I'll pop my heal now so I can recover for a bit. The fact that we have a heal that heals more than a single general actually has hit points is absurd. And all of you, with the exception of the archer... So, with the exception of the archer, that will also be you lot. Charge!
Fight. Take heed, warriors. Bows. Take them down.
Attend.
We seem to be getting a bit bogged down now, which isn't great. Huzzah! Have I tried He Yi? I've actually got He Yi in my army. But I haven't tried his character. I only want to play this game to do the battles. I hate Civilization's economy management. Is it possible to play just battles and not have any economics? You can play custom battles, sure. And multiplayer battles. I mean, I have to say, for me personally, I love the economic aspects. It's the best economic game that Total War has done yet. By a long way.
At the ready.
More splash.
Feel the fury of the earth.
More AoE debuff. More AoE buff.
Prepare.
And usually the battles aren't so much just charge into central position and hope for the best. This just happens to be the case because this is the least defended tower. These towers can reach, but only up to here. So it really was just the best strategy, probably just to go head first in. Because now we've taken these towers are no longer shooting us. So we could withdraw the cavalry if we wanted to. In fact, I think we will. So they don't suffer too many casualties. Let's pull you back. We'll leave the heroes in, though.
Attend.
Here come my close combat troops.
Locked and ready.
Are you still being shot by a tower? No, we will be on the towers.
Stand ready.
Alright, this is good.
Fire upon them. Bowmen, stand ready. Archers ready.
I think we'll shoot at their back line here. How different is this from Warhammer 2? It's the only Total War I've played, but I enjoyed it so much, 360 hours so far. If you like Warhammer, you'll like this. Warhammer has more differentiation between factions because they're literally different races, and this is all just humans. But I think there's enough differentiation between the different factions to keep it interesting and to play as different people. Especially their starting diplomatic aspects are very different. And also their faction abilities and stuff like that. If you're playing in romance mode, which is what I'm doing at the moment, where you have the different heroes, they're cool. They are very strong. They can do a lot of damage very quickly. If you're playing in records mode, if you want a more traditional Warhammer game, you can do that too. I don't think the heroes usually are as strong as the Warhammer legendaries and the Warhammer heroes. It just seems that the Yellow Turban generals seem to be extremely strong. Like compared to the regular Chinese factions, they are superhuman.
The enemy unit flees. What cowards! To attention.
But it's fitting within the setting and is still balanced pretty well. And it seems like my brute force strategy of just bludgeoning my way into their base has worked perfectly. They're on the run.
The time has come.
Ready. Archers, attend. By command.
Horses for the cause. Ready.
So
Our
now we're just
success
trying to
looms
break them.
large.
To attention.
We will break them.
Cheers, soldiers.
Luan all over again.
Prepare.
More like Tyrion all over again. I think Tyrion's the most overpowered character that we've had.
Attack. Excellent.
I haven't seen that one before, but I approve.
Take heed, warriors.
Right, is my healer got his heal up yet? No, not yet. 70 seconds. I mean, it does have a long cooldown, which I guess is the main, like, downside for it. Ooh, who's running? My Yellow Turban Horsemen are running. That's unacceptable. Lord Real Commander, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate that. Is this a nice battle? It is. We specifically did a night battle so that they would have less morale, so they would be more likely to run sooner. And that has definitely been proven true.
You have improved in my estimations.
Feel the fury of the earth. Get moving. Strike. Kill them. At the ready. Archers, prepare. Charge. Fight.
To attention. The enemy warriors are running. Ha!
Stand ready.
Stand ready.
Alright, 13 seconds, and I'm going to pop my heal, then I think we'll end. Just so I end this battle, my heroes have taken no damage. Like, this is why Yellow Turban generals are so overpowered.
Yes,
This one
yes.
ability, they need to remove this ability and then they'll be fine. And there we go, we are now going to heal all of our generals back to full strength. I think. Maybe we had a couple too many regular soldiers nearby. These two are healing nicely. You have not healed quite so much. Maybe it doesn't heal yourself. Apparently it doesn't. Interesting. Well, that'll do. It's a siege. Can I talk a little bit about the battlefield roles of the Yellow Turban hero classes? Yes, so the Yellow Turbans have only 3 classes, the Scholar, the Veteran, and the Healer. The Scholar is your champion. He's the one who can go toe-to-toe with enemy generals, although honestly the Veteran can do it too. Both of them are very, very good at duels. But the Scholar is just better at it, and he can tear apart even champions. So like a high-level Scholar probably would beat Lubu, for example. Veterans are the vanguards for us,
The
but they
people's
can also
voice
duel.
cannot be silenced.
So veterans have very few weaknesses. They're really good at shattering enemy lines, just like a vanguard is. They can do a huge amount of damage to units, and they can go toe-to-toe with enemy champions, not enemy heroes. They might lose to, say, a champion, but it'll be a close-run thing. But like sentinels, commanders, they'll beat all of those. And then you have the healer, who's your support hero. He's a bit more hero support than I would say a strategist is. His unit choices are frankly poor, but he has some really powerful abilities like a heal over time, and also the massive heal that you just saw me drop on my 2 heroes. Usually my battles, my heroes will do the bulk of the fighting, and then emerge from the battle with no damage actually done to them. It's overpowered. That ability is hugely overpowered, and I really do hope they rethink how healing works. Or just remove it. One thing I will say about the Yellow Turban heroes is they're a lot less specialized. So a specialized Chinese hero of high level will probably do their specialized job better. But the Yellow Turbans are just so flexible and so good at like all-round combat that they're very difficult to take down, especially in the early game. What I'm hoping is that the Yellow Turbans rule supreme early on, and then the Chinese factions later on basically beat them in terms of the power curve. But early on, oh man, Yellow Turbans are so strong. And like all of their basic units are armored. So early on against the completely unarmored Chinese troops, they just tear through them. So yeah, Yellow Turbans early game really, really strong. I haven't seen too much of their late game stuff yet. I suspect like early game will be strong, mid game they'll hold even, and then late game they'll probably struggle. That's my guess. So, in terms of like kills here, you can see Gong Zhuo, my veteran, 473 kills compared to the highest unit, which was one of my horse archers with 151. Even my healer got 125 kills, and then my other veteran, Zhang Kai, got 255. These two are just together because they're besties, and their abilities complement each other excellently. Gong Zhuo just in general is a complete sledgehammer of a character. He just does everything really well. He's probably, from all the characters I've seen, the strongest character. Like,
Only by growth will the word be spread.
And his campaign is a lot of fun. Like, it's constant warfare. And it encourages you to be at constant warfare because you have increased movement speed. So on the campaign map, you can move quicker and respond to threats quicker. You also start at war with all of your neighbors except for one, I think. And also, you earn money for every battle that you win. Where can we see that? Dominion of Gong Zhuo plus 10 post-battle loot, but I think he himself also increases it. Yeah, plus 50%. Oh no, that's chance of evading capture. Okay, so it's his faction ability is the extra post-battle income. Plus, he has a building chain, which is this one, the collection points one, the guerrilla warfare, which at maximum level is plus 25% post-battle loot income. Faction-wide, and yeah, they stack. So every single city should have one of this chain, just so you can really start to build up your battle income. And my healer leveled up. We do not yet have his final ability, which is Knowledge of the Spirit, which gives him a persistent 75 meter aura radius plus 18 morale. And he gets encouraged too. So healers are like really good support heroes. Oh, because the Yellow Turban heroes rely quite heavily on their abilities, enemy strategists can really do a number on you. I've had a couple of battles where the enemy strategist just basically locked us down because they have that repeating ability block ability, which just means we never get to fire hours. That can be dangerous. But it's a strategist. Oh, and also strategists don't accept duels, and Yellow Turbans are great at dueling. So yeah, strategists are a problem. Been playing Kong wrong this afternoon. I remember you found that he stagnated a bit later in the game. Out of curiosity, did I buy any provinces during the playthrough? Yes! I bought quite a few provinces, actually. Especially from Liu Bai. Liu Bai. Never say the names. I always get Liu Bai and Liu Biao mixed up, and it's annoying. But because I was such good friends with Liu Bei, I did not want to go to war with him, but he blocked me in. He took all the provinces around us. So I started buying some of the provinces to basically get me an escape route. And I'd also kind of started building, like I had a little pocket, and then I had another little pocket of territories and another little pocket of territories. And I bought lands from him to connect my disparate lands until he was the one locked in. But we had a coalition. The real problem and the reason it stagnated is because I had non-aggression pacts with everyone. Liu Bei had non-aggression pacts with everyone. And we were in a military alliance with Cao Cao, and we just could not agree on who to go to war with. So there were no wars. That's why it stagnated. More so than not having anywhere to expand to, is because we all had non-aggression pacts with everyone else. Because both Liu Bei and Kong Rong have a very, very diplomatic game, and you want to be at peace with people so you can trade with them. One thing that's nice is Liu Bai's AI is programmed to protect Kong Rong. That's cool. Because, yeah, Kong Rong needs protecting, especially at the beginning of the game. His start of the game is very different from his end game, because he is at war with probably more people than the Yellow Turbans at the start. It's kind of crazy. Huang Shao, region lost. Well, that sucks. I'm not trading with him anymore. Wait, was I trading with him in the first place? Oh, Huang Shao. Yes, I was. So he just lost his port. We gained the Cura's Vestments, plus 6 instinct and 15 armor base, healer robe, which you're already wearing. And I have this set of Noble's Leather, and I don't think anyone in my army can actually wear it. Again, bearing in mind we only have 3 character classes. Where's my scholar? There he is. Can't. And now we have enough money to do a bit of a switcheroo. So, He-Man was going to... Do I just want to disband your retinue? I don't really want to pay for you. You're not that expensive. Because you got a trait which means you don't like Hei Yi anymore, which is annoying. I want to keep Hei Yi around because Hei Yi is kind of ridiculous. So what we're going to do is we're going to split you out. We're going to add a new hero to you, which was going to be He Mi. No, it wasn't. It was going to be Lun Yi. Which means that I still have one of every character in this army.
Thrust with conviction and strike true.
Home gladdens the heart.
And why am I still running out of supply? Oh, because of the unit transfer, apparently.
My blade is poised.
And then you could recruit some new people, which you get on with rather better. But right now, you're basically going to be my garrison army, and then this army can be the one that goes on the offensive. You do have fewer troops. Does that matter? I don't think so. You're in a relatively safe area. Okay, onwards. Just unlocked Kong Rong. Oh, not Kong Rong. Dong Zhuo. Nice. I still haven't got Dong Zhuo. I want to. Is there a way to replace a general without getting rid of his troopers? It also seems to me like we can't move troops from one general to another. Unfortunately, you can't move troops from one to another. Oh no, Huang Shao just died. And Hun Fu declared war on Dong Min. Now that means I am the last Yellow Turban. And there's Huang Shao himself. He's maimed. Lose expertise and melee damage. Tranquil. Plus 5 armor for his own retinue, plus 3 replenishment, and resolve. Resolve, corruption reduction, and he's brilliant. How much would you cost to hire? And would you work with He-Man? Yes, you would. And you'd only cost 2,800. That's actually a lot cheaper than Hei Yi was. Although that would then be 2 scholars in the same army. It's too bad that that didn't happen a turn earlier, because then I could have brought him in instead of Lun Yi.
My lord,
Still could.
I answer your request.
And now, because I'm the last yellow turban faction, there's nobody for these candidates to go to, so they're just going to be permanently mine. As far as I know. Okay, so where do we move with you next?
Unify in one direction.
Bring news.